today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
32-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 91 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the bootleg. Watts. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Watts. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's taken down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Patterson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Patterson almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective.
Operating from the gun, Patterson, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots of the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watts. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Watts pass.
A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run on first down. Burnett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down. Patterson firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Patterson, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Watts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st down, Cowboys. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the left side. Palmer. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Number 31.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Looking to throw on second down. Watts. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
What's the deal, y'all?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're active, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw on third down. Watts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Patterson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And the final 2 weeks, just like a formality pretty much, they're going to be the #1 seed, but there is the matter of that perfect record, 14-0 right now. How might that change how they approach these next 2 games?
And I think what it does is it forces you to come together as a team and as an organization and say, okay, what are we really trying to accomplish here? And what's the best way to reach those goals? For some teams, the best way is to stay focused, stay locked in, go for a perfect season, and then take that open week to rest and heal up before the playoffs begin. For others, okay, we've got it locked in. Let's start to tamp it down a little bit. Get these guys rested and ready to go. All depends on your organization. I think most players would tell you, let's go for the perfect 16-0.
Yeah, I think the fan base, they would usually say that as well, wouldn't they?
They certainly would. The hard part, though, is if you get beat along the way, we should have rested the guys.
Exactly.
You know how it works.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
To throw on second down. Watts. He's got Harrison left side complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
To throw on third and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Giants take over first and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 5.
Back to throw. Patterson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 1st and 10, Watts. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Manning. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Watts, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their time punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Burnett. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, see what's happening with the Bengals. And at the moment, that game is tied with the visiting New York Jets. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
And 8.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, Patterson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Patterson. Going to throw right side here, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Off the play fake, Patterson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Watts. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete.
A big play there. His 11th.
On my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
27-yard line.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And that will be incomplete.
Patterson's pass incomplete from the contact. Sets up.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Illegal block in the ball. Return team.
Come on, dog!
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Throwing on 1st down. Watts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Covered by the Giants.
This should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Patterson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Patterson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Patterson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First down, Patterson. Smith catches left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun, Patterson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 8 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with teams jockeying for position, one thing we do know already, they're all set. They've got the #1 seed in their back pocket with still 2 games to go.
And that gives you a chance to experiment a little bit as well. It doesn't mean that you just have wholesale changes, starters don't play. I'm not talking about strictly that. I'm talking about guys who maybe haven't played enough during the year, or you want to see them in different spots. You know, can that running back split out and catch the football a little bit as you head to the playoffs? Maybe you run a few plays to put them on tape and make your opponents watch them and say, oh, we got to prepare for that. A lot of ways they can go, knowing that they own the #1 spot.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watts being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Watts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Watts. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Looking to throw. Watts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Manning. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it from down. It's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Palmer, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again, Patterson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Watts over the middle, complete. It's Manning. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
53, check 53.
And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Let's go. And we got Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Palmer. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Dallas, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.